welcome to another recap of Big Brother 14. Look who's here, it's Mark the Shark. Who do you think Maddie learned all her massive skills from for Big Brother?
I have no idea.
Alright, so last time we were in the house, it was the HOH competition in progress. And everybody was competing except for Jen and Joe. Because they freaking fell off right before the end of the live show. Well, obviously Frank wasn't competing either because he was the outgoing HOH.
Joe has the grip of a newborn.
I think so. So Frank's got to rely on his new alliance because he couldn't play in it. And Ian is all, I'm so emo. I feel guilty for Brittany. It's because of my shenanigans that she went home. Alright. So because Joe fell off 2 minutes into the comp, he's got to endure a punishment, and it is 24 hours in the hula hoop boot camp. He doesn't look very good at hula hooping.
I wouldn't do well either.
Well, neither would I, actually. But the Comet Wiener is what did Jen in. It knocked her right off at 5 minutes. Obviously, she couldn't handle the wiener. Okay, Dan and Ian, unbeknownst to everyone else, and by everyone else I mean Frank and Jen, have decided to get out the defibrillator paddles and revive the Quack Pack. Yeah, Dan's sitting pretty this week. So Danielle falls off at 34 minutes and Dan falls off at 42 minutes. Most of these guys were victims of the wiener. So Ian and Shane are the last two up during the comp. And Ian is boring everyone with science.
That was a good strategy. I think it drove him nuts.
I think so, because Shane had had enough, and he said, "Ooh, privacy please. I must talk to my friend Ian alone." And they make a deal for Shane and Danny to be safe, and therefore Ian wins HOH. If I had my glasses on, I would have pushed them up at that point. Yes, exactly. So Danny's all excited. "Oh, Shane, you made a deal to keep me safe."
Poor Danielle.
Yeah. She's such a stalker. Then she heard that Shane referred to her as his girlfriend from Jen, which didn't really happen. I'm afraid he referred to her as his best friend in the house. Sorry, Danny. Who wants to see Ian's HOH room?
I do.
Okay. Oh my gosh, guys. I finally got my HOH room. Can you believe it? Oh, Mom sent Snakey. How nice. And what's this? A bismuth nugget? Wow. I think I made this in like sophomore year of college. No, wait a minute. Mom, you sent the wrong one. This was the I made my car out of poop. No, wait, it's a Pepto-Bismol nugget. Did you know that the bismuth makes fireworks green? Yeah, I bet you're wondering why I'm so dark. It was because of the HOH competition. I got a little too much spray tan. Alright, so it's Quack Pack meeting time. And bottom line is the Quack Pack is back. Was it ever really gone? Come on, who do these nerds have to turn to?
I don't know. I just don't know how they can trust Dan.
How can they not trust Dan?
You guys did watch earlier shows. I would just get rid of all the old people right away.
Yeah, that's probably what I would have done also. So, yeah, Joe Hula Hoop, he can't do that. And guess what, kids? Horizontal hula don't count. So he really couldn't do it. Alright, so Frank tries to talk to Ian. Well, and Ian's all like, well, you might not be much of a threat. You can play next week. And Ian, don't do it, dummy. Don't do it. Alright, so Frank gets to take off his carrot costume. I'd hate to be the person who has to pick that thing up because
with a stick.
He don't wear no deodorant. He don't. And it's summertime in Cali.
I mean, like, ever?
Never. He don't wear deodorant.
Why?
He's natural. Alright, so he takes it off just in time for Pandora's box. So Ian decides to open Pandora's box because it's Christmas time for nerds. He gets a whole bunch of presents. He gets a telescope, he gets a volcano, he gets a rock growing kit, he gets $1,000, which he doesn't, who
Those
cares?
sound like presents for like a 10-year-old nerd.
Yeah.
Not a college age nerd.
Oh, he was thrilled.
Where
he
was
was
his
absolutely
subscription
thrilled.
to Penthouse?
Nerds don't get that, not unless it's the science edition. Alright, so the rest of the house, unfortunately, they have to be subjected to Mr. Spectacular! Again, Big Brother, really?
So
Jesse?
Another punishment.
3rd year in a row? Are you serious? He had a woman's ass this time. I'm sorry.
It looked a little weird.
Maybe it was the microphone. I'm just saying. Maybe it wasn't. But he brings in a whole bunch of organic snacks for everyone and takes away their good food, their tasty treats in a garbage bag. Couldn't they get him a better outfit?
No. That's what he wears.
He looked a little fat in that. Not muscular fat either. I think Shane was pretty excited to see him though. Just saying. So Dan and Ian have a little powwow up in the HOH. And why is Ian always naked in the bed? It was always like, could you bring me my pants? I'm not wearing much down here.
I'm not going there.
Volcano time.
No.
Alright, so he knows that he has to nominate Frank, but he doesn't want to. And he's looking for Dan to tell him, you know, oh yeah, don't nominate Frank. You could tell that he's very emotional about this whole situation, the nominations, because he's always got this Ian worried face on that's like this. It's nomination time. So Frank and Jen are nominated. No surprise there. His speech was pretty lame too. He was like, Frank, you're a huge threat. Jen, you're a huge threat. And you have a remarkable social game. Yeah, okay. Alright, so Frank don't care and Jen don't care. I think Jen cared more than Frank, but Frank's been up there a million times already.
So many times.
I know. It's been a long summer for Frank. But yet he lives again. I mean, how can you say that one big move that Dan made was like genius? Frank's been surviving all summer. He was the first one up on the block, wasn't he? For crying out loud. Give the man a little credit where credit is due. So next time, aka Wednesday, it's the POV competition. Who's gonna win? I know. And you could too if you watch Maddie's spoilers, so make sure you check them out. Same channel. Different time, of course, every day. She's going to tell you every day what's going on. You might as well watch it. If you want to know, that is. If you don't do it. Alright, kids, till next time. Much love.